lovely days!
Welcome to the top news from the world of film. Get ready for some exciting announcements. Mad Max 6 may become a reality. Another Transformers movie is also in the pipeline. And a new Lord of the Rings character has been revealed. An alleged leak about Avengers Doomsday is causing a stir. All this and much more, right now in the KinoCheck news. A new Transformers movie is in the works. The screenplay has already been commissioned, and the job goes to Jason Fuchs. The writer most recently made a name for himself as showrunner of the horror series It, Welcome to Derry. Former Transformers director Michael Bay is on board as a producer. Other than that, though, not much is known yet. The story is being kept under wraps, and there's no title either. In addition to the new film, a crossover between Transformers and G.I. Joe has also been in development for several years. This franchise crossover is expected to pick up where the latest Transformers movie, Transformers Rise of the Beasts, left off. So, fans of Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and others apparently have a lot to look forward to. Are you already excited for more Transformers movies?
Our races, united by a history long forgotten, and a future we shall face together.
Mad Max fans, listen up. Fury Road might still get a sequel after all. Director George Miller is apparently interested in another installment of his post-apocalyptic action saga. It'd be the sixth movie in the franchise overall. Following the box office flop of the prequel Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga, the franchise has been facing a bleak outlook. Warner Brothers seem to have no interest in continuing the film series. Miller is said to have approached other film studios. So the franchise could potentially end up at Sony, Universal, or Amazon. According to Hollywood insider Matt Belloni, the director wants to make one last Mad Max movie, and he's reportedly toying with the idea of doing a TV series. After that, he allegedly intends to sell the rights to Mad Max to the highest bidder. What Mad Max 6 or a potential series would be about remains to be seen. And it's also unclear whether Fury Road star Tom Hardy will return as Mad Max. We'll keep you posted. Finally, it's here. The new trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Spectacular scenes, plenty of action, and a mysterious threat. What more could you ask for? On top of that, there's a showdown between Spider-Man and the Hulk. And the enthusiastic comments show. The theatrical release can't come soon enough. It's almost time. Brand New Day arrives in theaters on July 31st.
You ready?
At the box office, things also got exciting this week. The opening of Disclosure Day has exceeded expectations and proved that Steven Spielberg still has what it takes. And he even set a personal record. With $44 million in box office receipts, it marks the most successful US opening for an original Spielberg film. So, the director can still deliver a hit even outside of sequels and book adaptations. Worldwide, the sci-fi thriller opened with $92.8 million. Impressive. Want to stay up to date on the latest news? Then we highly recommend our free KinoCheck app. Simply download it and stay up to date at all times. An alleged leak of Avengers Doomsday is causing a stir. Highly pixelated scenes from what appears to be a decisive battle have surfaced on social media. But there are major doubts about the authenticity of the clip. The supposed film scenes show Doctor Doom raising an army of Sentinels and the Marvel heroes confronting the threat. Among them are Avengers members such as Thor and Captain America, as well as X-Men icons like Cyclops and Mystique. The footage is reminiscent of the grand finale in Endgame, which features the epic battle between the Avengers and Thanos. But as Forbes magazine speculates, it's likely an AI-generated fake. While this can't be definitely proven at the moment, the extremely blurry footage could have been intended to conceal typical AI errors. Moreover, the clip has been widely shared online, and Disney apparently hasn't taken any action against it, which would be unusual if the footage was genuine. Either way, the official Doomsday trailer shouldn't be far off. The movie is scheduled to open in theaters on December 18th. It's official. Anya Taylor-Joy is joining the hunt for Gollum. In the new Lord of the Rings film, she plays Seren, a Sindar elf of the Woodland realm. The character was created specifically for this new cinematic adventure. Saren is set to serve King Thranduil and is described as a lethal figure. A social media post from Warner Brothers offered a first look at the elf and introduces the new cast member with the words, "Welcome to the hunt, Anya Taylor-Joy." The star is in good company. Elijah Wood returns as Frodo, Ian McKellen as Gandalf, and Andy Serkis as Gollum. Viggo Mortensen will not join the cast this time around. Instead, Aragorn will be played by Jamie Dornan.
What?
Story-wise, The Hunt for Gollum is meant to expand on the events from Peter Jackson's The Fellowship of the Ring. The movie is set to hit theaters on December 17th, 2027.
Must have the precious.
Fans are wondering who will play the heroes in the X-Men reboot. A hot rumor has now emerged regarding one member of the mutant team. According to Hollywood insider Jeff Sneider, Charles Melton is being considered for the role of Beast. The actor was most recently seen in the anthology series Beef. A role in the new X-Men film would certainly be a major career boost for the 35-year-old. Beast is one of the original X-Men heroes. He made his comic book debut back in 1963. In previous X-Men movies, the blue superhero was portrayed by Kelsey Grammer, while Nicholas Hoult played a younger version of the mutant. So, is it Charles Melton's turn now? According to Sneider, he isn't the only candidate. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms star Peter Claffey has also reportedly been in the running for quite some time. It remains to be seen who will ultimately land the role. Fans of Austin Powers have a reason to rejoice. The return of the cult hero appears to be just a matter of time. Lead actor Mike Myers made a guest appearance on Trevor Noah's World Cup watch party, and there, he was asked by a fan whether there would be an Austin Powers 4. His brief but straightforward answer:
yes. Wow, that was a quick yes.
He didn't disclose any further details, but now one thing's for sure. We can look forward to a fourth installment of the popular comedy film series. The Austin Powers movies lovingly parody the spy movie genre. Mike Myers plays various roles, including not only the title character, but also the villain Dr. Evil. Just a few days ago, he once again slipped into the role of the iconic villain in a commercial for a telecommunications company. A nice little teaser. For us though, it's clear. We want to see Dr. Evil and others back on the big screen. What do you think? We can't wait to read your comments.
Do you like me?
I'm your freaky Nikki.
The horror film Obsession is one of this year's box office sensations. Director Curry Barker is already thinking about a follow-up. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, he said, "I have such a cool idea for it that I won't say." So it remains to be seen what the potential sequel will be about. However, a continuation seems certain, even though Barker has made it clear that it will take a while. I'm not saying it has to be 5-6 years from now, but I think people would be just as excited if it came a little down the road. Obsession tells the story of a young man whose wish is granted by a supernatural toy.
One wish, Willow. You only get one wish. I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the entire world.
The woman of his dreams falls madly in love with him, with devastating consequences.
Nikki? I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you!
In addition to a sequel, Barker is also considering an anthology series. Each episode would revolve around a different ominous wish. Sounds promising. What do you think of the idea? What are your thoughts on this week's news? Was there a particular topic that caught your attention? Feel free to let us know what you think. We'd also greatly appreciate a like. Thanks for your support and see you next time. Your KinoCheck team. And in case you missed it, here's more news that will pique your interest. The Jump Street universe is expanding. 24 Jump Street is already in the works. Original cast members Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, and Ice Cube are reportedly in talks to return.
Welcome back, dum-dum.
One thing is strange though, the title of the action comedy. The new movie is the third installment in the franchise, but the two predecessors are called 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. So where on earth is 23 Jump Street? It's likely a self-aware joke. The film series about undercover cops Morton Schmidt and Greg Janko often pokes fun at itself. This is also evident in producer Neil H. Mortz's social media post. It shows the film's script, which reads, 24 Jump Street, it took so long to make, we had to skip one. The humorous post likely also refers to a previously planned sequel of a somewhat different kind. Originally, the third movie was going to be a crossover with Men in Black. However, that idea was never realized. All the more reason for fans to look forward to 24 Jump Street. And who knows, maybe we'll still run into an alien from Men in Black in the sequel after all. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey is considered one of the big upcoming hits of the summer, and now it appears that the nearly 3-hour action epic could be surprisingly hard-edged. That's because The Odyssey has reportedly earned an R rating. This means that viewers under the age of 17 may only see the movie if accompanied by a parent or adult guardian. For an expensive summer blockbuster like The Odyssey, this is rather unusual. After all, the movie cost $250 million and is intended to appeal to as wide an audience as possible. This is made more difficult by an R rating. But what's the reason for the rating? It's likely that things get much more brutal here than in Christopher Nolan's previous action blockbusters, which is entirely consistent with the source material. Homer's ancient epic is, after all, a rather violent affair. Just how intense Odysseus' journey will be on the big screen is something we'll soon find out. The movie opens in theaters on July 17th. The third season of House of the Dragon is just around the corner, and there's already something to look forward to. The very first episode is expected to be a true spectacle. That's because it looks like we're in for a battle of epic proportions, the so-called Battle of the Gullet. In the fantasy world of Game of Thrones, it's one of the bloodiest naval battles in history. Showrunner Ryan Condal had this to say, "These sequences are unlike anything that's ever been done on television before." Now, that sounds like a bold claim. However, the creators of House of the Dragon have some impressive figures to back it up. At South by Southwest London, there was talk of 15,000 extras, 3,500 props, and 25 tons of propane. A massive undertaking. On top of that, 23 stunt performers went up in flames in a single shot, which, according to the creators, set a new world record. House of the Dragon takes place roughly 200 years before the events of Game of Thrones. The story centers on the bloody civil war within House Targaryen. And the big day is coming soon. Season 3 premieres on HBO on June 21st. A fourth and final season is expected in 2028. Are you already looking forward to the new episodes? We'd love to hear your thoughts.